Hello, I am Professor Kalpesh Patel, Electrical Engineering Department from the Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Our subject is Control System Theory of the BE 3rd year 5th SEMS and the subject code is 3130905. Our first chapter is Introduction to Control Problem. And this is the flow of contents of our first subject. In previous lecture, we completed the first topic, industrial control examples and the control hardware and their models. Before going to study the mathematical model of physical systems and the transfer function of the model, first we understand what is the control systems, different kind of control system like open loop and closed loop, and benefit of the closed loop. So in this lecture, we will conduct the feedback control, open loop and closed loop systems. So first, what is input? The stimulus or excitation applied to the control systems from an external source in order to produce the output is called the input. That means whatever the signal externally applied to the system, it is known as the input. And what is the output? The actual response obtained from the systems is called the input. So whatever the signal is given to the system, it is known as the input, and whatever the response obtained from the systems, it is known as the outputs. So what is the systems? The system is the arrangement of a combination of a different physical component connected or related in such a manner so to produce the entire unit attain a certain objective. That means whatever a signal given to the systems, according to these signals, the system generate the outputs. So the arrangement of a different kind of block to produce the desired output, it is known as the systems. Now what is control? It means to regulate, direct or command a system so that the desired objective is attained. That means the system do the process on the input signal and generate the outputs, but the command given to the systems what have to do with the input, this the command is known as the control. So the control system is the combination of the system plus control, so it become control systems. So the control system is defined as it is the arrangement of different physical elements connected in such a manner so as to regulate, direct or command itself to achieve the certain objective. So if we give command to the system become the control systems, and it is the system which achieve the certain objective itself. So it is the closed loop control system. So the difference between system and control systems, the system has input and it generates the proper output, but the output may or may not be desired because there is no any command given to the systems. If we give any command to the system become the control systems and it give the desired outputs. So system also generate the output, but there may be not or there may or may not be desired, but with the control systems it is always desired output. So the difference between system and control systems we will understand with the example of fans. So fan is a system with a blade. So input given to the fan, it is the input, and the output generated by the fan, which is the airflow. So input is 230 volt 50 watt AC supplies and the output is the airflow. Now fan with a blade, it is known as the systems. If we consider the fan without the blade, whatever the input like a 230 volt 50 Hz AC supply is given to the fan, it rotate but not generate the output. The output of the fan or desired output of the fan is the airflow, but fan without blade it not generate any kind of airflow. So the fan without blade, we can't say it is the systems. So to make the fan systems, we have to connect a proper blade, so it give the desired outputs. So fan with a blade, it becomes the systems. The input AC supply is given, it rotate and generate the airflow, which is the proper output. A fan give the proper output, but it is not desired. If we also, it is known as the control systems. If we connect this fan with a fan regulator, so we get the desired output or a desired airflow. So fan with a control regulator become the control systems. Without the regulator, it is only the systems. So if we connect the regulator between input and the fan, the system become the control systems. So now the output of the fan, it is the desired output, whatever we want airflow. By controlling the regulator, we can control the outputs. So this is full system become the control systems. Now the classification of the control systems. The control system classify in two categories: open loop control systems and closed loop control systems, depending on the control actions. Now what is the open loop systems? By definition, a system in which the control action is totally independent of the output of the system is called the open loop systems. So this is the general block diagram of the open loop systems. In open loop system, there is one input or a reference input, one is the output or a control output. So there is one is control element, one is a process element. So actual process is done by the process elements or mechanisms. But what have to do by the plant or a mechanism, which is decided by the controller. So this system is known as the open loop control systems, because the only signal flow from input to the output. And this is the block diagram of open loop control systems. So the first example of open loop control systems, electrical hand dryer. What is the output of the electrical hand dryer? So it generates the hot air. What is the input of electrical hand dryer? So our wet hand. Whenever we keep our wet hand near below the electrical hand dryer, it generates the hot air. But the hotness of the air, it is not depend on the how much is our hand is dried or wet. So it is known as the open loop control systems. Another example of the open loop control systems, automatic washing machines. Its name is automatic, but it is not the closed loop, because these machines run according to the preset time, irrespective of the washing is completed or not. That means if we set the timer of the washing machine for 5 minutes, so it will remain turn on for 5 minutes only. After 5 minutes, it automatically turned off, whatever the condition of the clothes, either completed or not. So this system is known as the open loop control systems. So in washing machine, input is the dirty cloth and output is the clean cloth, and the control system is the timer to turn on and turn off the washing machines. Another example of the open loop control systems, it is the bread toasters. So what is the input of bread toaster? Bread. And what we get the output from the toaster? Toasted bread. So mechanism which work for toaster is to generate the heat and toast the bread. So this is machine run as pre-adjust time. That means if we decide the time for a toast the bread 5 minutes, so after 5 minutes it turn off automatically. What is the condition of the bread are completed or not? It is turn off automatically after the 5 minutes. So it is known as the open loop control systems. Now another example of the open loop control system, automatic tea or coffee machines. So input of the coffee is cup, and what is we get the output? The coffee. The mechanism, it when we adjust or put the cup below the wall, so it fill the coffee with a pre-adjust time only. If it is does the filled coffee doesn't matter by the size of the cup, whatever the size of the cup, it give the pre-decide value of the coffee. So this is the open loop control systems. Another example, light switch. Lamp glow whenever light switch is on, irrespective of the light is required or not. So it is the open loop control systems. Volume on stereo systems. Volume is adjusted manually irrespective of the output volume level. So it is also the open loop example of the control system. So the advantages of the open loop control systems, it is simple in construction and design, economical, easy to maintain, generally stable, and convenient to use. Output is difficult to measure. So in open loop systems we don't have to measure the output. So if the output is unmeasurable, it is also work on these conditions. Disadvantages of the open loop control systems, they are inaccurate, they are unreliable, any change in output cannot be corrected by automatically. Now closed loop systems. By definitions, a system in which the control action is somehow dependent on the output is called the closed loop systems. So the control action is dependent on the output. If the output is deviated from its desired value, control action take the decision and change the outputs. This is the general block diagram of the closed loop control systems, in which one is the reference inputs, one is comparator, controller, plant, and output. And output is sensed by the feedback systems. So if we desire input is set at a input signal or a reference signal. Suppose we set the desired input of temperature control, which is the 35 degrees Celsius. If here we get the 30 degree, so this 30 degree is sensed by the feedback sensors. So here we get the 30 degree and input is given to the reference signal is the 35 degree. So here we get the 5 degree of the error signals. So these 5 degree are given to the controller. So controller generate the desired output according to the error signals and give to the plant. So plant process the mechanism according to the whatever the signal is generated by the controller. So actual process is done by the plant, but what process have to do by the plant, which is decided by the controllers. So here we get the controlled outputs. So closed loop control systems automatically correct the changes output changes with environment or any kind of noise. So closed loop system is the stable systems. So this is the forward path, because in this path signal is always flow from input to the outputs. So these two elements are known as the forward path elements, while in this signal is flow from output to the input. So this is the feedback path elements. So this block is known as the feedback path elements, and this signal is known as the feedback path. We can easily understand the closed loop system with the example of the automatic electric iron. So heating elements are controlled by the output temperature of the ions. So electric iron has the input of electrical supplies, and according to this electrical supply it generates the heat and heat the clothes. So the output of the ion, which is sensed by the sensors or temperatures, if this temperature is not the desired, with the input signals, so it generates the error signals. According to these error signals, control element take the decision turn on or turn off the heating elements. If the temperature is lower than the desired, so it turn on the heating element. If the actual temperature is higher than the desired, so it turn off the heating elements. So this is the full system is known as the automatic control system of the temperature of electrical iron. Another example of the closed loop control system, servo voltage stabilizer. The function of the servo voltage stabilizer is to maintain the constant output voltage at output side regarding the whatever the input is given to the servo. So it adjusts the voltage, either step up or step down the voltage. So the basic construction of the servo stabilizer is shown in figure. So it has the auto transformers from which the tappings are taken. So output voltage is sensed by the voltage sensors and give to the servo motors. So servo motor change the tapping from this winding and adjust the voltage. If the output voltage is below the desired voltage, so servo motor move this arm in upward side and inject higher voltage. So these two winding transformer, whatever the primary given to the this winding, it generate according voltage in secondary sides. So this secondary side is two voltage are connected in series if the output voltage is low. So this input and this secondary voltage are connected in series and we get the desired output. If we desired output is higher than the output voltage is higher than the desired voltage, so this auto transformer move downward side and inject the negative voltage. So this negative voltage is subtracted from the input voltage and here we get the desired output voltage. So servo stabilizer maintain the constant output voltage regardless the input is higher or lower than the desired voltage. So the advantage of the closed loop control systems. Closed loop control systems are more accurate even if the presence of non-linearity in the systems. High accurate as any error signal is arising is corrected by the feedback signals. Third one is a large bandwidth. Fourth one is it facilitates the automation because in automation systems we have to sense the output and given to the input. So closed loop control system facilitate the automation systems. The sensitivity of the system may be made small or to make the system more stable. This system is less affected by the noise because whatever the noise is generated by the system which is corrected by the feedback element. Disadvantage of the closed loop control systems, they are costly because the more number of components are required to sense the signals, so it is the costly, and they are complicated to design because we have to compare two signals, one is the output and one is the desired input, so it is complicated. It requires more maintenance as the component is large, so the maintenance is also required more. Feedback leads to oscillatory response. That means by sensing the feedback it give oscillatory. That means take some time to correct the error. Overall gain is reduced due to the presence of feedback. So it reduces the output gain. Stability is the major problem and more care is needed to design the stable closed loop systems. The difference between open loop control systems and closed loop control systems. In open loop system is a simple and economical, while the closed loop systems are more complex and costlier. They consume less power, open loop systems, while the closed loop system consume more power. In open loop system are easier to construct because of less number of components, while the closed loop control system is complicated because of the large number of the component required. The open loop system are inaccurate and unreliable, while the closed loop system is the accurate and more reliable. The stability is not major problem in open loop systems because generally it is the stable system, while the closed loop control systems, to get the desired stability we have to design carefully. Sixth one is a small bandwidth in open loop control systems where the large bandwidth in closed loop control system. There is no any feedback in the open loop system. There is a presence of feedback element. Eighth one is the output is not necessary to measure. In the closed loop control system, it is necessary to measure the output. The change in the output due to the external disturbances are not corrected automatically, so they are more sensitive to noise and other disturbances. While in the closed loop control system, the change in output is sensed by the feedback and corrected automatically. So these are the less sensitive to the noise. Example of the open loop control systems are the coffee maker, automatic toaster, hand dryer, while the example of the closed loop control systems are missile guided systems, temperature control of oven, and servo voltage stabilizer. And the GTO questions, first one is the what is the control systems? Mention the difference between the open loop and closed loop control systems, or they give the difference between an open loop and closed loop control system. Second one is draw the neat block diagram of general closed loop control systems and explain the role of each component. Or define the open loop and closed loop control system, mention their merits and demerits or advantage and disadvantage. Third one is explain in brief the open loop and closed loop control system with one example of each and compare their merit and demerits. Fourth one is only compare the open loop versus closed loop system. Fifth one is write short note on feedback control systems. It is also known as the closed loop control systems. Seventh one is define the following term: what is control system, what is plant, what is process, what is disturbances or noise, what is controller, what is the output, and what is the input. Thank you.